What's your sense, fellas? Because I can't shake it that really South Africa will bring back Andre Pollard. They will kick those points. They will get a replacement hooker who can throw. And actually, the stats are all loaded in their favour. I appreciate Ireland will sort out their line out and therefore may score a few extra tries. But kind of life depended on it now. I'd probably plumb for an Irish, just about South Africa to beat France, an Irish-South African World Cup final, and I'd be very worried about South Africa. That'd be my sense.
I'll take that. I don't mind being too worried about the opponents we have in a World Cup final. Is that like
I put that too bluntly. I think South Africa would win.
Yeah.
Not worried, I think.
I don't know if it would be a foregone conclusion. I think we have a tendency.
There's no foregone conclusion.
I think we have a tendency to underestimate this team, though, even in the current climate, even with this, the amount of wins they've had in a row, even with the fact that we're talking about this all-time epic test match and we're almost taking it as like, isn't it mad that Ireland won that? Well, it could be because Ireland do tend to know how to win these games. I have often thought about like every action has an equal reaction. Like, who's to say that if South Africa weren't hitting those kicks and if Ireland weren't playing from behind, we wouldn't have played differently? I do think that we can underestimate them a little bit. There's plenty of that Ireland can improve on as well. Absolutely plenty. And the line out being obviously one of them. I think that I think they'll have learned a lot from seeing South Africa coming at them with every single thing they had, because there was a few moments where you're like, yeah, we've never actually played South Africa in a World Cup before. So, no matter what we think about like test matches and so on, I'm not saying that people aren't at the 100%, but in terms of being primed and ready to go, we've never seen South Africa at this level before. And Ireland still won the game.
If your life depended on it then?
No, I would never say that Ireland are favourites for the World Cup at the moment. I would have never thought that. I don't think they have the pedigree. Like, you'd be still up against the world champions if we talked about this, or say if it's France, we'd be up against the home nation, who are like, Dupont gets injured and obviously they lost Ntamack, but at the same time we're almost ruling out, or almost forgetting about the fact of how good France looked in that first game against New Zealand, about the fact that they've been the darlings of the rugby world for about 3 years now, so we can't just overlook them either. But like, the fact is we were in with a shout, and I think that's this idea of, will we win the World Cup, should we be afraid of anyone? Of course we're going to be afraid of teams.
God, yes.
But the fact that we're in there, and we're genuinely really in there in these three teams, it's a remarkable place to be.